Hello and Merry Christmas. I hope you guys all had an amazing day. One of my favorite Christmas songs of all time is Mary Did You Know? Now, a lot of people will say, of course she knew. The angel told her. Right, and I agree. The angel came and said, hey, I want to inform you that you will be having the Messiah. So she knew that she was having the Messiah. She knew that she was having God's Son. She knew the prophecies of the Old Testament that were going to come to pass through her. She did know that, but I don't think she had any idea how far it was going to go. I don't think she knew that thousands of years later, her son was going to be so influential in culture. She didn't know that her son was going to redeem so many people. I know that she didn't know that he was going to cover Tiffany's sins. She didn't know who Tiffany was. Tiffany wasn't even thought of. So, while she did know that she was doing something, she didn't know the full extent of it. And another place that we see that is at Jesus' death, where he's on the cross and he says, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Well, my brain is like, they do too know what they do. They know. They know that he said he was the Messiah. They know that they had a sham uh, crucifixion. They know that they released a murderer instead of him. They knew all these things. So how can he sit there and say, forgive them, for they didn't know? Well, they didn't know the consequences of their actions. They didn't know what was going to happen. They didn't know the future. They didn't know that we were still going to be having wars based on religion. They didn't know what they were doing. They also didn't know that they were setting God's plan into motion, because that death is why we are forgiven. So, whether it's his birth or his death, we don't always know what God's doing. We don't always know how things are going to turn out. We just know that we have a decision right now. Because if Mary had said no, the consequences would have affected everyone. Because she said yes, the blessings have benefited everyone. The soldiers could have said, no, we're not going to crucify the Messiah. And they did. So no matter what, God can redeem the situation and God can use it for good. We're promised that. But let's do it the easy way. Let's make good choices. Let's act in obedience. Let's surrender our lives to God, because it's going to be a lot easier, and we don't know how far that ripple's going to go out. We don't know what blessings are thousands of years down the line. So let's act in obedience today. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Moo!